Hello Libra, thank you so much for tuning in for the June of 2022 horoscope. My name is Vickieverlie and you can find me at vickieverlie.com. Do not be fooled by imposters. It's a big month. We're having an ingress, a change of seasons from the cardinal signs, which you are one of, so we're going to talk about that. Before we get started, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. It really does help me and help put out all the things that I'm doing on YouTube and have been doing for almost 10 years. I am the original tarot reader on YouTube. The decks. I'm going to use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the main portion of the reading. Then we're going to do a second part with the mini Morgan Greer. And then we're going to finish up with a Animal Totem card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you're a level 2 Patreon subscriber, there's going to be 4 additional cards pulled from the Songs for the Journey Home. So check that out. Let me pull out the chart because you being a cardinal sign, this is important to you. Well, it's important to everybody. So here's the cardinal signs. We have Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. Makes a cross. All the elements make a cross. Fixed, mutable, cardinal. Okay, so you're a part of the cardinal cross. And what's happening this month is as the sun, whenever the sun moves over one of the cardinal points, that's when we have a change in season, and that is a change in the collective energy felt by everybody. But even more so because you're the part of this cardinal cross and it creates a square, many times you will feel it more than anybody. But it's a shift. It's a shift in the energetic frequency. It's a change of seasons, and it's a change of the seasons of man is what they're coming through with. Okay, the guides. Okay, so we're going to do a shuffle for our Libra friends for the Rock and Roll Tarot deck. As always, if you see things in these cards, you see letters, you see words, images, colors, then make a note of that because that is going to be something that is important, could be important to you personally, and where you can get a personal message from the general readings that we're going to be doing. Okay, so let's take a look here. 10 of Pentacles, first card out, nice. Queen of Rods, 4 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Hangman, 2 of Swords, Ace of Rods, King of Cups, 5 of Rods, and then the final outcome is the Knight of Cups. So we've got a lot of court cards, which are the ones that represent the people here. And by the way, I didn't mention it, but there's no gender in these readings, so they're gender neutral. So even though this is a queen, it may not be somebody who identifies as a female necessarily. But we've got earth sign energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, fire sign energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and 2 water sign energies of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Notice who's not here. Who's not here is the swords or the air sign people. That would be the cards that represent you. They have not shown up in the initial reading, but you are surrounded by a lot of people. The very first card was this 10 of Pentacles, so there looks like there is some offer coming that is quite a bit of money. You may want to think it over. There may be either you want to think it over, take your time and think it over, or you've already been thinking it over, or you've already been waiting for this offer to come through. The Queen of Pentacles, male or female, is crossing the situation. So this person seems like they may be a little bit of an obstacle to overcome. There does seem to be that there is some struggle or possibly negotiations feel stronger on this, but it could all go through definitely. You do have the Ace of Rods, the seeds that you planned at the time of this ingress. Now this fire energy is really standing out to me. So this could even be the seeds that you've planted at the time of the Aries ingress, which would have been back in mid-March, like March 20th. By the way, the Solstice ingress is going to be on the 20th or 21st, depending on your location. But this could have been even something that you planted way back in late March or April, even in Aries season. And then it's come, I wouldn't be surprised. This is the first time this has come up in any of the readings. But because back then, what happened back in March is we moved into the sign of Aries for the Aries ingress, the equinox. Okay, so now we're here at the Cancer. Let's move this far. But what has happened is Jupiter is going into Aries now. So Jupiter is activating that Aries point potentially from back at that time for some people. It looks like it could be for your Libras. Maybe because of the cardinal energy. Maybe it's just a Libra thing. Because it is your opposite sign also, Aries. There is this water energy showing up the strongest. We've got Knight of Cups and King of Cups. So these are people, and they could be people that are around you for sure. But also what's happening at the time, again, back to this Ingress chart, what happens is we move from the air sign of Gemini into the water sign of Cancer. So we move into the water energy. We move into the Cancerian energy at that time. So it could be talking about, you know, again, that time frame, which is super powerful. Okay, let me shuffle these cards up. This is our Morgan Gear. So as I mentioned, you are the air sign. So you are the swords. So what I'm going to do is shuffle up, and we're going to look for you in the cards now. So you would show up as either let me move this out of the way. You're going to show up as either the Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, or King of Swords. Whoever shows up first, that is the card that represents you, or that could, you could call it your significator. And then that is going to be the card that we're going to look at, and we're going to look at what is surrounding that court card or that person, okay? All right, let's go ahead and see what we get. I want to cut. I feel like I want to cut them. What is coming up for Libra? Chariot. I may not mention every one of these cards, but you, if it stands out to you, then you can look at it and it will, it could have a message for you. We're going to again try to go with the upright position. Rods, where are the air sign people? Okay, let's keep looking. Seems like there's a lot of relationship drama going on over here with maybe some fire sign energy. Got Lovers, 10, 9, and 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. It looks like there's a lot of upheaval in a love, probably a love relationship. Definitely a personal relationship. Without delving too deep into that, because we're still looking for you. When I said that, I heard, here's looking at you, kid. So of course that's from, I think it's Casablanca. I know it's a Humphrey Bogart line, right? Here's looking at you, kid. Is it Casablanca? But it might, I feel like when it came through, it was more about, there you are, Queen of Swords. So I'm going to put one more row below you, and then we'll go see what shows up, what these cards around you are saying here. Well, here's that water sign energy again, and even, let me move this up a little, and let's zoom in a little. So this is the card that represents you, whether you're male or female, or what you identify. This is you, the first air sign card to show out. Because we've got this Queen of Swords here. What happened to my little pointy thing? Here it is. There we go. You know what's interesting is what shows right below you is the King of Cups, and then that water sign energy was so prominent in the other one. And where this ended up, the King of Cups from the other reading is here, and then the King of Cups below you. So definitely this King of Cups, I'm going to say, is a real person. Potentially a water sign person, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or even strong energy on the Cancer. This does feel like a love energy, big time, because you have two cards away. You have this 10 of Cups here. So that's the marriage card. That's the we're falling in love card. We're getting married. And then down here you have the soulmate card, the 2 of Cups right there. So this is a very strong soulmate connection. It's either through like a love relationship in a marriage, or maybe it's a... it might be like through a family, you know, so a family thing, somebody that you're real close to within the family, because the 10 of Cups goes beyond just the man and woman lover thing. You've been waiting for a while. Maybe you've been waiting a while, because up here we were showing a bunch of relationship drama. As I said, I wasn't going to dive right into all of it because you weren't in there, and you're away from it now. You're far enough away from that to where you've waited long enough. You've had a healing time. You know, you've had this healing time with the 4 of Swords. Getting past this big tower, possibly a divorce, you know, or it could be that your potential partner too. Maybe it's this King of Cups, maybe this is his stuff. It feels more like it's your stuff though, okay? So you've had this healing time to get over the tower and get past it, and now you can dip your toe back in the water here. And it is a soulmate energy. It's not going to behave wildly like the other one. You know, the other one, there seems like there was a lot of drama and upheaval. This person feels very stable, very kind, very loving, all the things that are embodied in the King of Cups energy. You know, somebody who's emotionally mature, somebody who is kind and loving, really wants a relationship and wants to work on a relationship and wants to make the relationship work, not all this, it's not in it for this drama and all this acting out stuff. You know, it's mellow. It's mellow, it's peaceful, it's kind, it's loving. So that's all good stuff. But you still might be a little bit like, ooh, you know, been through the ringer. I don't know if I'm ready to go for that again, because you have Hangman up here too, Four of Swords, Hermit. These are all cards of I'm kind of backing away from everything, you know, becoming the Hermit. Hangman is the same way. Queen of Pentacles is part of it too, and I feel in a positive way. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is kind of trying to get you to kind of get back on that horse again, or get back in, you know, get back into action again. And you're feeling like, you know, I don't know, I'm just not ready, I need some more time. Take all the time you need, you know, of course, to heal, but I wouldn't let this one get away. I might put that, don't let this one get away. Because, you know, maybe, I feel like because, let me write this down, don't let this one get away. Or I won't remember it, get away. Yeah, because I feel like, you know, if you were to talk to this person and say, listen, you know, I was just through this horrible drama and this divorce or whatever that went on here, it was bad news. I'm going to need a little time. Can we please take it slow? I feel like they would be all in on that, because I feel like they really do truly care for you. You know, there's a lot of love and attention flowing your way. And just be honest with them, you know. This guy doesn't want to play games. This guy or girl or whoever, they don't want to play games. They're not, it's not like you can't, if you divulge, you put your vulnerability out there, it's not like they're going to take that and use it as a weapon, you know, like maybe your ex did or whoever, all this crap is up here. You know, they would be like, okay, that's cool, I hear you, you know, we'll take it slow. Because that could be that strength card there too. This person has a lot of patience, because they show right next to the strength card. They have a lot of patience. And they definitely, what's the card over here in the video? Oh, the decision. You're trying to make the decision if you want to go with this person. I think it's a wise move. It's going to be different for everybody. But I feel like you can trust them. They're not playing games. They're not a player. They're not playing head games. They are just, you know, a kind, loving person. And you deserve that, Libra. You deserve to have that kind, loving person in your life. Okay, let's go ahead and get this animal totem for you guys, girls and people, you peeps. Let's get that animal totem for the peeps, for the Libra peeps. I almost said Leo peeps, so some of you may have dealt with the Leo over there. But we're not dealing with the Leo anymore. We're dealing with the nice King of Cups energy over here. All right. Okay, Libra, what do we got going on here? What's your animal totem? Snake. Well, snake, you know, somebody's, right away what I heard is a snake in the grass, you know, and a snake in the grass is somebody who's shifty, you know, manipulative. There's a lot of hidden agendas, things like that. Of course, there's the old snake in the grass. I think that was a you know, euphemism for sex at one point. I think when I was a kid, remember hearing that one too. But it's also transformation. It's shedding your skin. It's reawakening your Kundalini energy. Some of you may have been a while since you haven't been sexual, so you may need that Kundalini to get going there again. Quetzalcoatl, Shisha, Seraph, and Opham. Those are goddesses and gods of the snake energy. Kundalini activation, carnal knowledge, portal to awakening, primal chi medicine. The new you is emerging. Yeah, not only the new you is emerging, but the new you is as you are in relationship. Okay, because Jupiter is in your 7th house. Let's go back to the chart for just a second here. Here's Libra. Jupiter has moved into your 7th house. This is your house of relationships. Well, particularly the Libra rising, but you could possibly put that, it's your opposite sign, even if your sun, you know, it's your sun sign, not your rising, it's your opposite sign. So that's the opposite, that's the other person, even if it's not your 7th house, if you're not Libra rising. I know it's a lot of astrology, but trust me, this rules your partnerships, okay? So there's going to be a big emphasis on that for now and then into next year, especially when Jupiter really gets into Aries, because it's going to dip back and come back forward. So, you know, it's the new you as you are in relationships. It's a new way of dealing with or handling relationships, a new way of being in relationships. And with Jupiter in your 7th, you could have like a really beautiful relationship, you know. It could be, you could get the benefit of it, because Jupiter's a great benefactor, brings luck and joy and good positive vibes and stuff, okay? All right, so real quick before I close out, check out my album. People have been listening, and please check it out. It costs nothing to listen to it on your favorite music platform and add it to a playlist if you like. It's instrumental, new age, very high vibe, very positive energy. And also then the featured readings this month is going to be the Solstice reading, which will be available till the end of June. So if you want to find out how this solstice really is affecting you specifically, you can do that reading. And then the Soulmate Past Life reading, which is a newer reading that I've just introduced very recently. And, it's a soul reading, like the past life readings I always do, but it features, it's for you and one other person. It's a soulmate reading, okay? All right, so that is it for this portion of the reading. If you want to get in on the bonus cards to the Patreon support, that's all linked below, as well as the links to everything, the music, the decks, the books that I write. I have all sorts of books. I have channeled material books out there, all sorts of things. Any of that interests you, please do partake. Much of it is free or available free, like the books are available through the Kindle London library. The music is free on Spotify or whatever. You can just add it to your playlist. So hitting the subscribe button, that's free. So all that stuff, it doesn't cost you anything except for a couple seconds of your time, but it does help me out tremendously. Your interaction tells YouTube that, you enjoy my content, which I definitely appreciate. Thank you so much for tuning in. Patreon is up next. Have a great month. We'll talk to you again soon.